I'm here to get the best nutrients out of life and out of the experience. And I mean, and that's what we need to celebrate more. I'm tired of the rhetoric of, oh, you sell out in Hollywood because you wore a dress. Negro, I wore a dress. It's called White Chicks. You know what we did? We did a classic. Only black people sit there and go, man, our brothers wearing dresses. Oh, so white people, when they wear dresses, when Robin Williams wears a dress in Mrs. Doubtfire, he's brilliant.
What up? What's going on, y'all? This your boy Get It Mike. Much love, peace, and blessings to everybody checking into the channel. If you're new to this channel, this is a brand new channel. I invite you guys to subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you can get notified and all that good stuff. And I want to give my thoughts on this whole situation. It looks like there's an interview out there with Marlon Wayans, and he's basically giving his response to Katt Williams. It's a long interview. I didn't quite watch the whole thing just yet. However, I did want to take out the part where he was talking about Katt Williams, get a quick video up for you guys. Now, we're going to talk about it. I want to get into this article just a little bit. It says, Marlon Wayans slams Katt Williams' toxic criticism of black male comedians wearing dresses. I wore a dress. Those are the words of Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans doesn't side with Katt Williams when it comes to black male comedians wearing dresses in their material. Weeks after Williams' controversial interview with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay, it says kicked off in 2024 with a bang. Wayans stopped by Real 92.3's radio show, Big Boy's Neighborhood, where he blasted Williams' toxic comments about his peers wearing a dress. Now let's get right into this real quick and let's talk about it. Play a little bit of this and we'll give our commentary.
When it comes to Katt, you know, we all in stand-up, I look at everybody as a fraternity. I don't care what other people's point of view of this art is. My thing is, we're a fraternity, we're a brotherhood. I'm not gonna foster negativity. I'm not gonna promote negativity. If I feel a way about somebody, I'm gonna talk to that person. I'm not gonna air my dirty laundry out like that. I feel this is a gentleman's game, and I would like to keep it as such. Now, I can't tell my other brother in comedy how to conduct himself. Right. You know, I still got nothing but love for Katt. Katt be popping all these things. Katt gonna be Katt. You gotta know Katt like the crazy nigga, crazy crazy cousin at the barbecue. You know what I mean? Oh, that's just Willie.
Right.
You know
yeah,
Willie.
That's just Katt.
Then Katt being Katt, and you can't get mad at it because you know Katt's also a brilliant dude.
So it seemed like he was about to say the N-word, got scared to say Negro. He started smiling. But anyway, man, I want to get in here and give my thoughts on this interview. And it looks like Marlon Wayans is, you know, he's coming from a place where he respects Katt Williams, okay? Shout out to Marlon Wayans and all of his brothers, man. The Wayans family is just pretty much legendary family, all right? That's just facts, man. But I want to give my thoughts on what he said about Katt Williams with the whole dress situation. And, you know, I think a lot of these comedians and you know, celebrities and entertainers, they're all coming out about this Katt Williams thing. I think really is because Katt Williams has really blown up the industry, okay? He's really shed a large light on what's really going on out there in the industry. And I think a lot of people's feathers are getting ruffled. I think a lot of people feel some type of way about it. And I think the fact that he's shining light on a lot of the things that takes place, I think is bothering a lot of people. And I think that's really what's going on here. So let me see here.
Mark Curry, I know them both. I love them both. I ain't gonna be like, Steve Harvey stole my mustache.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like in comedy, I just want to be loved. Mark Curry is like a big brother to me. I love Harvey's like a uncle, and DL's like a brother. You know what I mean? Like all these guys. Kevin's like, you know, my friend. Like Chappelle's. I ain't got nothing to say about nobody, and if I do, I'm gonna call them up and I'm gonna tell them what I think. I'm not gonna air it out on the airwaves because everybody want to see a SHT show, and I don't want to give them that. Don't give them that. Let's not pollute comedy. I don't want people starting to. We already had a slap. I don't want guns in comedy. I don't want. Let your work speak for itself. You want to be the funniest? I don't need to go head to head with you. We're already going head to head. I go head to head with myself every night. I'm trying to be my greatest me. You be your greatest you. I want to celebrate you as you celebrate me. And the funniest, that's for the audience to figure out. I'm not going to tear nobody down to build.
So I see what he's saying, man. I see what he's getting at, but I think what it is I think a lot of people are avoiding what Katt Williams was exactly trying to say. And I think, first of all, Katt Williams went up there in that interview, and he was basically clearing the air of a lot of stuff that people were saying about him. And I get it. A lot of times, Katt Williams, he said a lot of things about people and how he felt about Kevin Hart and stuff like that for many years. So I get that point. But I think what it is that, you know, Katt Williams, he put a lot of stuff on blast, man. He put a lot of stuff in the industry that it kind of, how can I say, it makes it where if somebody says something that pertains to you, you start to feel that guiltiness a little bit. I think that's where a lot of people are at with this. He's pointing out a lot of things where the shoe fits with a lot of people, and I think that's why it's bothering so many people. You know what I mean? That's like, for instance, if you overweight, you know, a lot of people in this country are overweight. And somebody talks about, you know, people that are overweight, and you know what I mean? And if the shoe fits, it's going to bother you a little bit. And I think that's what's going on with a lot of comedians and a lot of actors and stuff like that, is because Katt Williams was going in on the fact that how when Hollywood tries to make people wear dresses and they try to put people in dresses, a lot of times it goes into the fact that they make them wear them. It's not something like they just, you know, think it's a funny skit and they see how they feel about it. A lot of times it's like, yo, you have to wear it. So I want to get into right here where he kind of goes into that real quick, and we'll discuss it.
And of course, all the clips from Katt Williams were Katt goes at Steve, Katt goes at Said, and those things, man.
He's not wrong for venting what he's venting, because that's that man's experience.
Right.
And so I can't strip him of that.
And that's what I can't sit and, you know, I know everybody too. So I didn't trip off of it. But I tripped off of how that was the things that went up. Now, I literally haven't watched anything that long ever. But the negativity is what got it to 50 million.
The 10 Commandments,
But
baby.
when you watch it, people didn't bring up, oh, he paid for Melba Moore's star.
Right.
They didn't bring up, oh, you know, he's a foster father to 7 kids.
Right.
You know, when comedians are on stage, he'll send one of his ladies up to give them $1,000 to a comedian.
He paid for his own specials, that he found his own way. Those are the things that the audience needs to extract. We keep extracting what is negative.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I get that point. You know what I'm saying? He's basically saying that a lot of people out there, you know, in the masses and fans and things, they're always looking at the negatives when it comes to stuff, and they're not pulling out the positives. But I think, although I know that to be true, you also have to take in consideration that it's like, yo, like, that's kind of how it is in life in general, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't notice things when things are the way they're supposed to be. That's like, for instance, you go out and you go for a drive on the interstate, and all the cars are just driving. Everybody just, all the cars doing their thing. But the moment you see a car that's turned sideways on the interstate, or a car that's coming towards you on the wrong side of the road, now it's going to get everybody's attention. That's just kind of how life is, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, the positive things, they don't get as much, they don't get as much attention as some of the negative things, but because that's just the laws of nature. You know what I mean? When you see everything going according to the laws of nature, everything seems to work out fine. It's doing just what it's supposed to be doing. You know, that's just like, you know, you got, if any one of y'all got kids and you basically in the crib chilling after a long day of work, you know, whining, dining, you know, relaxing, R&R after work, and all the kids start going ham in the house because the Wi-Fi went off. So the Wi-Fi went off and everybody going crazy. You probably wouldn't even heard from your kids if the Wi-Fi didn't have issues. You see what I'm saying? So usually you only get reactions from people when things are kind of going out of order, and I think that's pretty much what happened. But check this out, y'all. Watch
How
this.
do we live in a positive way when all we do is digest what is negative about the life? People aren't methylating their life experience the right way. I'm here to get the best nutrients out of life and out of the experience. And I mean, and that's what we need to celebrate more. I'm tired of the rhetoric of, oh, you sell out in Hollywood because you wore a dress. Negro, I wore a dress. It's called White Chicks. You know what we did? We did a classic. Only black people sit there and go, man, our brothers wearing dresses. Oh, so white people, when they wear dresses, when Robin Williams wears a dress and Mrs. Doubtfire, he's brilliant. When Tom Hanks wears a dress in Bosom Buddies, oh, he's brilliant, right? When Dustin Hoffman wears a dress in Tootsie,
yes.
he wins.
All right. Save it. I get it. Yes, I get the point you're trying to make. But I don't think that's what Katt Williams was talking about. Katt Williams, and also even Dave Chappelle back in the day, he's basically explaining that the industry tries to force these black men to wear dresses. They try to force it on them. So for instance, like when Dave Chappelle was talking about it, he would go into the dressing room and the executive producer or whoever was explaining to him to put the dress on. You know, he was like basically forcing them to wear the dress. Like, I think it'd be much funnier if you wear the dress. You know what I mean? And then it's like he kept forcing the issue over and over again to wear the dress. It's like, I think Katt Williams is explaining that a lot of times that if you don't do what they ask you to do, if you don't wear the dress, even if you feel like it's not a good look, even if you feel like it's not as funny as something else, they'll either fire you or they'll move on and give the role to the next person. I think that was the majority of what Katt Williams was talking about. I don't think he's getting mad at people for wearing dresses as much as he's getting mad at being forced to wear dresses when you're not, typically comfortable doing so, or that's not really your thing. So I think that's the point that Katt Williams was trying to make, was that, you know what I mean? Like, yo, the industry is forcing black men to wear dresses in order to get another contract, in order to move up to the next step, to get another role and things of that nature. So I think that's where he was going at with that.
An Oscar. Black people, as soon as we put on a dress, we start tearing each other down. This is art and this is comedy. You think I'm gonna tear down Flip Wilson? You think I'm gonna tear down Tyler Perry? I'm not gonna tear down any of these brothers. It's comedy. And we should embrace our comedy, all of it. We shouldn't have one type of humor. We should embrace all of our humor. Every shade of black that is black and is beautiful. Minorities need to stick together and come together and really celebrate us. We have been taught to drag each other down. It's toxic.
Yeah, I feel what he's trying to say, but that's not at all what Katt Williams was talking about. I don't want to go too long on this video. I'm pretty sure Katt Williams was talking about the forcing of the dresses and the fact that they make you do it if you want to go farther in Hollywood, man. So I'll probably talk more about this interview and stuff more. I'm gonna probably watch the whole thing, but I want you guys to let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, how you feel about this situation. We know a lot of people love the Wayans brothers, you know what I'm saying? They really, really legendary brothers, man, but they did wear dresses, man. And a lot of times that's probably what helped them get further on. But, it is what it is, man. Really appreciate everybody for checking into the video. This your boy, Get a Mic. Much love, peace, and blessings. We're going to holler at y'all in the next episode.